Okay, so I've sat down and watched the new WWE Unreal documentary on Netflix, right? And going into it, I was thinking, just like everyone else, yeah, this is going to expose the industry. This is going to expose everything about wrestling. There's going to be no more secrets. We're going to see the play run all the way from the top officials all the way down to the people in the ring, right? And starting off, it was just like a regular documentary. I was thinking, what's all the hype about? This is craziness. Are people just over-exaggerating it? But then the more I watched, and when I finally got through to finishing those last few episodes, I realized, okay, it definitely does expose WWE. It doesn't expose everything, but it exposes stuff to a point where if you want to keep things pure and you just want to watch from a pure kayfabe standpoint, you probably shouldn't be watching this. But if you don't mind seeing behind the curtain, you don't mind seeing the behind the scenes stuff, then this is going to expose a lot. So let's hop into this now and let's talk about the things that it exposes and how it can change viewing wrestling moving forward. So if you also saw the Unreal documentary, make sure to like this video, help me out with the subscription as well. Appreciate you. Now, like I just said, at the start of it, it didn't really seem like it was exposing anything. It just seemed like a regular documentary that WWE has done before. Remember the WWE 24 documentaries that they used to do? It just kind of feels like that. That's kind of the vibe I was getting from it. But then when you start getting into them showcasing the Royal Rumble and the Elimination Chamber, and then it starts to get a bit heavy around heel turn, you start seeing, okay, these are the conversations that are being had about the events that we see as they happen. So you're seeing Triple H and the rest of the producers sitting down and having conversations about who should win the Royal Rumble, or if this person should win it, or if that person should win it, or talking about how they're going to reintroduce Charlotte Flair and plan out her story for the next couple months. And for someone who's interested in behind the scenes stuff, it's not much of a massive bombshell that they're dropping, really. It's something that's to be expected. But for someone who doesn't have that mindset of looking into things like that, that will be a crazy bombshell for them. I like behind the scenes stuff in pretty much anything, really. I like watching behind the scenes stuff for WWE. I like watching behind the scenes stuff for anime that I'm watching. So for me, this wasn't a crazy expose and anything like that. But a big thing that I noticed and I thought, oh, okay, this is crazy, is seeing how the wrestlers interact with each other behind the scenes. There's one episode where we're following Rhea Ripley, and on screen, Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan do not get along. You know, you watch WWE, so you get it, right? But behind the scenes, you see them talking a lot. You see them just hanging out as, people do, which if someone's not prepared for that, they're gonna be switched off to WWE just off the jump, because they're thinking, hold on a second, these two are just beefing and they're behind the scenes chatting and getting along. That's craziness. So that's something that I can see that people watching this is going to be like, oh, okay, so that's what's going on. There was another part of the documentary that WWE exposed now, was in that Elimination Chamber match with the men. Remember how Seth Rollins stomped CM Punk after he got eliminated, and John Cena took advantage of that. You're seeing all the guys sit down and talk through the match, which is something that I don't think has ever been exposed to the fans or to the public like that, ever. I mean, you saw CM Punk, you saw Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Damian, Logan, John Cena, and a bunch of other producers just there talking about the match, how they thought the match was going, different moments and how to perform them and how to get the most out of them. And I thought that was, from my standpoint, I thought that was very interesting to see, in how it's a lot more that goes into it than we actually see. But exposing that into the public is going to be crazy work now, because the majority of people who see this documentary now, moving forward, thinking, okay, well, these two planned this out and planned that out and planned that out. Oh, they're probably having a producer in their ear now talking blah, blah, blah. So exposing this stuff is definitely going to have a shockwave that might take people out of the moment. And I think some moments that they decide to show in this is going to ultimately break the immersion for a lot of fans moving forward. But ultimately, I think for those die-hard WWE fans and for the fans that like seeing behind the scenes media and documentaries, I think this is a great documentary for them. But ultimately, I do think that it will have its effects on people that could potentially hurt WWE if they decide to continue this documentary series. But that's just my opinion on it. Let me know your opinion on it. If you liked the video, make sure to like, leave a comment, help me out with the algorithm. If you didn't like the video, drop a comment, let me know why you didn't like it. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and may God bless you and keep you.